motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Snoop Dogg!
A bad game and his blink gets really delayed, we won't be able to see the combo potential of the Mirana.
Because if you look at their lineup, if the early game doesn't go well, everyone needs farm. So
wait, this is when Alchemist is super greedy.
The greed is real with TNC. Is it too greedy winner?
Are they going to try and 5-man fight this top rune? Are they going to again contest the Alchemist for the bounty rune?
Yeah, they think they're safe.
But you have an arrow in a very clustered area like the river. You can time it perfectly, so someone will have to tank the arrow to stop the Alchemist from getting the rune. Misery comes forward with that Burst Breaker Bell. Resolution keeps the Disruptor out. Cuckoo hit by that arrow. It can be a long term. Misery still has his into the Arctic Burn. Cuckoo's in trouble, and Cuckoo will go down. Hit TNC. They stick on him. And it is a Weave will bring down the Alchemist for first blood.
Take it down with the double ion shell. Maybe not with so many magic resistance creeps.
They're coming to mid. Disruptor's a little bit too far out. Weeha starts to Starfall. Misery uncertain about the target he wanted. And Alchemist, the chemical rage is up. He's got a lot of life. But with the extra help from Wyvern, Cuckoo's on the run. He'll catch the arrow perfectly. Where's the help from TNC? Demon will arrive. The stun for Misery. Cuckoo can't survive. Misery so low. Hasn't got the damage on the other hill. And there's the dragon back with a glimpse. Cold embrace. Misery is still alive. 600's triggered. There's not really a lot of mana. There's enough for a Thunderstrike from Disruptor. That is only a level 1, however. Demon needs at least one attack and he can't get it. Misery is back to the tier 1 tower safely.
They got outplayed. Where's their damage though? They need, I think the Terrorblade is the only one that can really get a kill. Maybe the Alchemist if he drops an Acid Spray with the base void beating on the hero, but
that's the reason why they're trying to get the Storm up. Misery barely missing the stun. Demon will move over. Misery, first stun to happen. That Terrorblade, heavy damage when he's in Metamorphosis. 6 charges will not keep the Sand King alive. And Sam actually rotated. He TP'd up. So they have to be pushing this tier 1 tower now. Do some level of damage to make this rotation worth it, or, okay, nope, they smoke up. Sam and Demon together. They're coming to the mid lane, where Weeha is currently running underneath the tier 1 tower. Disrupt to try and duke it out, but Weeha hits the arrow. The 4 levels up in Starfall will find the kill. You do have the leap as well as the Starfall on cooldown, so Faceless Void looking for Chrono. Careful, Demon is a little bit too close for just to go on a straight Chrono, and they don't have the vision. The Void Chrono would drag him out of that. I think you're right, they're not certain exactly where their damage is meant to come from.
getting blocked up. Aiden with the slow with a caustic, and the Ion Shell will tick down on the Terrorblade. His armor not really doing anything in that situation. And they will scout out the stack that's happening, but nowhere close to enough heroes. They've already kind of secured this top side of the map for move. They dropped the several wards, Misery with a very fast move speed build with the Trinkle and the Wind Link up.
Looking for Weeha, this time around he's got the Storm Dragon. Weeha back in with the Glimpse. But his mid-tower actually gets denied by the Alchemist. Even will find the last hit on the Mirana.
It's a big kill. They need their level 6s and...
Look around. Does Misery, does DC realize what's going on? If TNC can grab this, it's going to be a huge advantage for them. They move to the lane, but they don't find anybody now. The Disruptor will be caught. But move, he wants to go on this. They don't realize what's happening. Roshan is slow. Misery, he looks inside. The sun will be there. Misery, Fire Strike through 2. Starts to get down for the Disruptor Storm. The back wall is almost enough. Demon will pop as the 1-for-1 trade up. Roshan's still alive. You got Resolution inside the pit. They have to do something. Sam, well, yeah, he was starting that Chronosphere, but he was not going to end it. The Dire Sentry Ward is up. They see Slug. They know he's there. The Chronosphere, the Dark Steel Wall, and now the curve. Faceless Void drops instantly. The big ulti is gone. Resolution jumps up. He wants to kill Raven. Thunder's already been used for the light. Just stripped away from his cold dead fingers. Cuckoo will drop the DC. The perfect fight around Roshan. The Chrono being blown, and now Roshan will be taken by DC.
Oh, that was all Misery. That fight, realizing that, okay.
Oh, he went in. He tried to steal it. Now that is classic Jimmy.
They're going to have to rely on Alchemist to get even more farm. He purchased Radiance Recipe, but still a few minutes away.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Misery is looking for bottom lane. Fresh Blink Dagger in his hands. Cuckoo does trigger his chemical rate, so Weeha won't have enough Thomas to get the kill, but a great leap out from a swap. Misery, a triple stun. Finds time for Weeha. He'll throw the arrow out. Slark kills the Terrorblade in the meantime, but Weeha will die in the tree lines. So again, another double Iron Shell combo on top lane. This time it was the Slark as well as the Dark Sea together.
Use it in the last fight immediately after Chronosphere came out.
4-man smoke from DC. See where they want to head with this. Right now, looks like the destination is Dire Jungle. The Observer Ward only barely timed out. And EU pings it out saying, hey, this thing just disappeared here. But what they don't realize is DC's on their way. Blink, Burrow, they look for the target of Cuckoo, they're back into the wall. The truck rolling will cause the problem. We Hara Moon call inside that one set. Looking for a good chrono time. Not really finding it, just using time dilation instead. And then Resolution, the back line. It is a bad day to be a support. One down, his eyes are on Demon. The chronosphere, but the curse, it just holds the Faceless Void there. We might get the kill over on Misery, but Terrorblade, the Thunder, try and let him fight more. Needs another hit up against Smooth, won't reach, not when the Cold Embrace also protects. TNC losing 4, Weeha to pick up the Faceless Void. A little bit further to the south of that fight, and this tier 2 tower is numbered to maybe 5 seconds of life.
Shot number 2 will go the way of Digital Chaos.
TNC's too late. They try and smoke up and they're running a very long way away.
But look where Misery is. He's scared of him.
Oh, he blinks, he forced up. He may not realize there's a lot of support around the Chemical Rage already triggered. They need to get this kill on Misery before the fight begins with Misery inside the sandstorm. They don't see him. He's actually still alive into the tree line. Misery surged away. They need to kill a bloody SK, but they can't even do that. Mirana will be behind them. We are ready to fight the chrono. It caught Resolution and Weeha. Thanks to the Sentry Wall, they knew he was there. So TNC will be able to find one thing with Misery. Swap back in. Demon trying to kill his former teammate with a back wall. Catching 3 from Moose. Where will be the damage? Resolution is the one bringing it. Again, TNC coming up short. They have brought down the Mirana. Resolution on the run. Cuckoo can't even TP. The Burrow strike will hit the mark, and it's a triple kill for Moo.
What excellent teamwork from DC to save Misery in that dire situation. The secret shop or the long way around if you think that they're going to try and next level you, which Demon has. That's how he got this far in this tournament.
And now with no big oldies from TNC, it's now even a more impossible task. They have to defend their mid-racks. There's 26 minutes in, Resolution still has that Aegis the Immortal. Oh, wave of terror forward, hits a couple of them, glimpse, pulls Misery back, but he fire strikes forward, faces Void. He's a time walk, but the back from Darkseer interrupts him, so he's unable to do so. And then Wyvern jumping forward, the curse is on Demon. Raven, thanks to BKB, can walk away, but Resolution's fine with this. He just walks up, killing off Jimmy. The fire strike to Cuckoo. They're losing too many. TNC are falling apart as DC will bring down the mid-racks. They have buybacks on 2 of their cores, but to do so, it would cripple their cores so heavily that a comeback is already pretty hard. It'd make it almost impossible.
DC can taste the victory as they close in on a second set of rack. There is just no fight left in TNC. Chronosphere will cool down about same time as this respawn, and this will be the last thing left in the tank for TNC.
It's all or nothing now. TNC need a victory fight to glimpse. Dragging back move. Nice holding from Destruction. Doesn't catch Resolution or Weeha. Concoction's done, but Darkseer just takes through it all. Now the chrono. Sam will find 3. Who did they kill? They don't know. The Sun and Faceless Void. Weeha hit the arrow perfectly. Again, Moon causing chaos in these fights. It looks like it's over. TNC have lost too many. There's too many beyond godlike. DC. The Terrorblade is the last man standing. TNC will keep fighting to the bitter end, and they look for it. The force up, the blink, the fire, the arrow, the style points from DC. Maybe we'll go for the triple racks, force the megas, and they will get the GG out from TNC at some time.
And DC have dashed the dreams of yet another aspiring TI champion as TNC. This will be the end of their long road.
It really will be, but they fought a hard one. There's no doubt about that. TNC's games over the last couple of rounds have just been inspiring. Some terrific Dota, and there it is. Demon will admit the defeat. GG. DC will take the series against TNC 2-1. Mama Moon can be happy. DC have now got at minimum a top 6 placing at TI6.
You have to be happy with that one. Misery proving to be ever consistent in this draft, spearing it up and countering TNC perfectly in game 2 and 3.
And it's amazing how well this team has done. As you said, the drops were great, but I want to give massive props as well to TNC.